Hi folks, my name is Marty Carey. I'm one of the owners of the Old Daley Inn Catering Company and the beautiful Old Daley Inn on Crooked Lake. This is our beautiful upstate New York event center. It's here in Averill Park, New York, and I thought today I would have my partner Gene hold the camera and just give you a real off-the-cuff tour of this beautiful property. And we're going to start by going inside and then we'll do a little tour outside. So come on in. This is the foyer when you come in. This is the main entrance that all your guests will come into. And it happens to be the tail end of the oldest part of the building. From here forward, we're going to go down the hallway, and this part of the building was known as Brown's Crooked Lake Hotel, and it was built back in around 1860. It's just an absolutely amazing property. It has amazing history. So take a look around, Gene. Scan around a little bit so they can see the foyer, and then we'll go down the hallway. It's a beautiful entrance for your guests to come into. And as we go down the hallway, like I said, this was Brown's Crooked Lake Hotel. It was a stagecoach stop on the way to the Berkshires, and it was famous in its day because it was the summer home of Teddy Roosevelt when he was governor of New York. He and his family would spend so much time up here in the summer. Teddy Roosevelt being a big fisherman and hunter. In the early days, there were so many of Teddy Roosevelt's animals and kills that were around the building that it was famous in the day for having he as one of the special guests of the place. So come on in here. This is the ladies' lounge and the ladies' room, and I like to show even, Gene, go into the ladies' room if you will, because it's such a beautiful room in itself. We've got marble top tables in here for the ladies, beautiful marble and stonework throughout the ladies' room, and it's just a really nice little place. The bathroom's a really nice little place. So come on this way. We'll go down a little bit further, and I'm going to show you this. This is actually the former entrance of the Crooked Lake Hotel and the original entrance that many of you that have been here in the past might remember. This is the men's lounge, and the men's room is in here. We've got a quintessential 1940s coat room in there. And next I want to show you, we'll go upstairs. This is the original staircase to the hotel. It's been here since 1860. And the rooms upstairs, there were 16 small rooms upstairs. There are 6 now. We use 2 of them for a bridal suite and a great little groom suite. I want to show you a picture over here of the actual photograph of Brown's Crooked Lake Hotel. And this is in 1880, and you can see the stagecoach in here. And like I said, this was what it was for. And they had, you know, just a great reputation for being this upstate hotel. In the 1940s, around 1935, a gentleman named Al Kuhn bought the building, he and his wife Teresa, and they were Virginians. They came up to find a better life, and they bought this place. And Al Kuhn was a bridge engineer. He was actually responsible for designing the Dunn Memorial Bridge. And he's responsible for adding all the beautiful bar that we're going to look at, the beautiful oak room bar, and the 2 1940s ballrooms, and all the stonework around the building, which I'll also show you. So let's go into the oak room bar now. We're going to go into a little different entrance, so we'll come up through this way. So as your guests arrive, if it's just going straight into cocktail hour, or when they come from the ceremony site, or the ceremony site here in the great room, which I'll also show you, the cocktail hour will be in here, and it's just such a beautiful room to have it in. Everybody loves this room. It's almost as if it's a really cool 1940s country club atmosphere, almost like the Rat Pack would hang out in a place like this. All terrazzo floors, and all the oak in this room is reclaimed wood from a day ship that went up and down the Hudson River in the 1940s. So it's just a very, very special room. When we bought the place 5 years ago, we didn't have to do too much to this room. We just had to uncover its original beauty. And all the tables in here are circa 1940s as well. They were here with the building when we bought it. So it's just a tremendous, tremendous room. It's a warm place. When we have winter weddings, we have a beautiful blazing fire going in this hand-laid stone fireplace here. And all the stonework in here and all the fireplaces, they were done by a local stonemason and Al Kuhn himself back in the late 40s. and all the stone around the building is local field stone. They just had to truck it in from the mountain just up the road. So come on down the hall, because the cocktail hour will spill over into the sun porch area, and we also have an outdoor terrace that your guests can enjoy when they want to go out and they want to smoke a cigar or just go out and have cocktails on the veranda, which is lakeside. So this is the sun porch, and when there's an inside ceremony, this is where the bride will come from the bridal suite upstairs, and she'll come down the sun porch, and she's going to go right down the aisleway in front of the fireplace in the great room. So let's go out on the terrace first, so I'll show you that and the beautiful lakeside views we have here. As you can see, we have about 1,000 feet of lakefront here at the Old Daley Inn on Crooked Lake, and it is just gorgeous. It's so peaceful up here, and the best part about having your wedding or your special event here is that you've got the whole place to yourself. We're not having several events go on at one time. You have the entire property to yourself, which is very special, and it's kind of exclusive just for you. So we encourage you. You know, one of the things we hear about most often is all of our pictures online are beautiful, but when you actually come up here, the pictures don't even do it justice. We hear that all the time. So I encourage you to, while you're watching this video, you're going to get a pretty good scope of what we're all about, but we encourage you to come up and take a tour for yourself. So come on in. We're going to go into the great room. I'm going to show you where normally our inside ceremonies are held, right in front of the beautiful stone fireplace. And so the bride will come right down this way, and the chairs will all be facing the fireplace, and she'll go down the aisleway right over here. And they get married right here in front of this gorgeous 1940s fireplace. Literally, there have been thousands of weddings in front of this very fireplace. I've seen pictures from the 1930s and the 1940s that are held right here. People coming home from the war, sailors getting married here right after the war. And there was a giant moose head over the fireplace at that time. And if you can see in this pillar over here, there's several hooks all throughout the pillar, and that's where all the old animal heads from days of old were hung. And it was much more Adirondack-y in those days. You can see the beautiful beams, natural beams we have in here. And right above, over here, there's a balcony. Now this balcony is right off the bridal suite, which is terrific. I'm going to show you the bridal suite. You're going to absolutely love it. And you can see we're set up for a wedding reception here tonight. There is no ceremony on premises, or you would see chairs in this room at this time of year. It's April when we're shooting this video. So the brides will hire their own decorators. As you can see, there's lots of plantings and there's lots of beautiful flowers already here today, which I'm going to show you the ballroom next. And the bride also opted to have some special furniture brought in as well, so for their guests, for their comfort, and they can spread around all over the building, which is what people love about the Old Daley Inn on Crooked Lake, that the building is theirs for the night. So wherever they want to go, wherever they're most comfortable, is any place they really want to be. So come on down this way. I'm going to show you the grand ballroom. The ballroom is famous here at the Old Daley Inn on Crooked Lake because this is where all the big bands in the 1940s came to play. The NBC radio show was actually broadcast from the Crooked Lake Hotel in the late 40s and early 50s. And this is where Benny Goodman and Tommy Dorsey and Glenn Miller, all the famous big bands of the day, they played here right on that stage up there. So come on in. This is a beautiful display of what our Tuscan table looks like. So this table is set for the bridal party. You can also include the family, but we can also have the family flanking either side of the Tuscan table. Now down here normally you could also have a sweetheart table. The DJ is normally down here, and we have a band tonight that'll be here shortly to set up on the stage. So this gives everybody a great vantage point of the band. And then all this room, all this floor space right here is left for the dance floor. As you can see, you've got tables flanking the dance floor, which is great because there's going to be a lot of people that aren't able to dance or don't want to dance, but they really want to be close to all the action. This is a great spot for your older crew to sit. Now on the upper outside area, everybody has a three-sided view of the lake, which is gorgeous. Gene, let's go up there and then we'll take a look at what that is. All the floors in the Crooked Lake House are all the original floors, and again, we just had them finished again. We do them every 2 years, so the place is always at its best. As you can see, everybody's got a great view over here. We've got a beautiful stream outside here that leads into the lake. This Crooked Lake is a mountain-fed lake, and this, what we call the creek side, or our moat area, was built back in the 40s when all the stonework was done on the building as well. Come out here, we have a deck outside off the ballroom, which I want to show you, which also has great views of the lake, great views of the outside ceremony circle. Gene, make sure you get a shot of out the window so they can see what kind of view that they have. It's gorgeous, and like I said, it's April right now, so all the trees are starting to bud, and it's just a beautiful time. We're going to get some warm days coming up very soon, and the outside ceremonies will actually begin. We're going to try and have one outside tomorrow. We're doing our very best to make sure that happens for our bride. So come on out on the deck, Gene, and we'll show the viewers the beautiful outdoors. And you can see we've even set up some chairs just for the rehearsal that we had tonight, just in case the bride is able to get outside tomorrow. But look at all the lakeside that you've got. So you can imagine your photos, when you have them taken here, are just insane. They're just beautiful. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of them online. But again, I want you to come up and actually see this place for yourself, because it's an amazing property. As a company, as the Old Daley Inn, we've owned it for 5 years, and this is our 4th full wedding season, and we took 12 months to do a major overhaul of the building and brought it back to its original grandeur and beyond. And so we really want you to come up and experience it for yourself. Let's go down this way. We're going to go outside real quick and show you the veranda. This is where, when we have our outside ceremonies, I want to explain that you'll see a stone staircase right here behind me. That's where the bride will come down, and she's going to go under here, under this veranda area that we call it, and she's going to go straight to the wedding circle. And again, you can imagine your pictures coming down the stairs or sitting on this beautiful bench over here lakeside. It's just terrific. And there's very few places in upstate New York that offer you this much lake frontage that's all yours. So come on through here. This is the veranda. As you can see, when we bought the place, you couldn't even see in here, you couldn't even see the lake. We actually did all this beautiful new ceiling up here, and all the hanging lanterns that you see, the colored lanterns that you may have seen in so many pictures online, were from the Old Daley Inn restaurant, started by my partner Gene Coletti, who's holding the camera today, back in 1975. And when we bought the place, Gene remembered that he had these lights, and we had just enough to do the entire veranda. And at night, when it starts to get around dusk and a little bit later, the lights really add a lot to anybody who wants to come down here during the evening. Come on over here. This is the way. This is actually the walk that the bride will take right through the veranda. And as you can see, we just started getting better weather, and the grass is starting to turn, and it's a great time of year here. So normally, obviously, all the chairs are facing the lake, and the bride will walk right down the aisleway here. And we have a beautiful wedding circle. Lots of people will bring their own arbor up here if they want to have an arbor. If we have a Jewish ceremony, the chuppah would be right here. And this is the backdrop to your ceremony, which you really couldn't ask for more than that. It's just gorgeous. So we'll go back upstairs, and next I want to show you the bridal suite. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the beautiful bridal suite upstairs, and we have a groom suite which we're going to show you. So come on up. Again, like I told you earlier, this is the very staircase that around 1860 this staircase was built. And all the rooms, all the former owners of the Crooked Lake House all lived here. So no one was ever allowed to come upstairs in the day. We actually use it for our offices, for our event planners, and for our sales director, Janice, who you're going to talk to. She'll be the first point of contact here at the Old Daley Inn. She happens to be my gorgeous wife. You're going to love her. And so give her a call. She'll be the one that sets up and gives you the tours normally. And she'll give you all the information you have. And she's a wealth of knowledge for all you brides out there and anyone who's going to have an event. So don't hesitate to give us a call. We're a great group. We're a friendly group. If there's anything I would have to say about the Old Daley Inn, is we've been around for 38 years, and we're a very close-knit, family-style group of people that we love to serve. That is our main function, is to be of service to the customers, and we are known for not only our great service, but our tremendous food, because we're restaurant guys that happen to own a banquet house. So you're getting that same Old Daley food that you've known for, 38 years. So you're gonna love it, and you're gonna love us. So make sure you come up and give us a look. Coming down the hallway here, you can see some of the photography. We have great photographers that'll come to the Crooked Lake House. And my wife Jana, she's going to give you all the information. We have a whole list of professionals that we do business with on a regular basis. And any questions that you have, we've got the answers to them. As far as your professionals go, maybe your bands, your DJs, all of that kind of thing. You'll be talking about with my wife Jan. The first room I'm going to show you here is the groom suite, and we just got done doing even a newer rehab of the groom suite. And the groom and his buddies can come on up here. They can hang out. They've got their own private bathroom in here. They've got their own closet where they can hang their stuff, and just even if they're coming in and haven't needed a landing space before the wedding, this is it. And we stock the bar, and the guys just love it. It's just a great room, very comfortable. And then, of course, last but not least, we're going to show all our beautiful future brides, the bridal suite. Come on in. This is actually a little kitchenette between the two rooms, and we have some hors d'oeuvres and some snacks and things like that we lay out in some beverage buckets, and it's just gorgeous. Champagne. Now come on in. Here's the bridal suite. We like to decorate in a beautiful 50s, 60s style in here. It's just a gorgeous room. And the bride normally will come here, and her stylist can come in here. We've got a makeup table over here. She's got her own beautiful fireplace for the fall and winter months, which is just very, very exclusive, that we love to give to the brides our very best. And I think you guys will love this room. We've got their own closet with the high bar for the wedding dress, private bathroom, all the modern conveniences, but with a beautiful vintage feel. And come on out. This is the balcony off the bridal suite. And come on out, Gene. We showed you earlier when we were in the great room. This is the view that the bride has, overlooking what may be the ceremony site for that evening, or she has the whole suite to herself for the night. She accompanies us. So in closing, folks, I really want to thank you for taking the time to look at our video today, our little off-the-cuff video. And again, I really want you to come up and take a look at the place for yourself. We love to serve. As I said, we're going to knock any event that you have right out of the park, because that's what we've been doing for almost 40 years. And so again, if there's anybody that you know that's getting married, or anybody that's having a big event, a big family reunion, or any other kind of event or fundraiser even, give us a buzz. We'll take great care of you. Thanks very much.